You are about to know the thrill of seeing that which has never been seen before. You are about to enter a beautiful, exciting, wonderful new world, the world of 1960. For the first time in history, you'll see not one, not two, but three completely new kinds of Ford cars for 1960. A wonderful new world of Fords. First, representing the 1960 Fords, the finest Fords of a lifetime, the magnificent new Galaxy.
Live a wondrous new life in the Fords of a lifetime, the finest new Fords of a lifetime, in a beautiful, wonderful new world of Fords.
Beautiful from any point of view, worth more from every point of value. The 1960 Fords open up a whole wonderful new world of styling, elegance, and built for people comfort. And now, the world's most wanted car.
Thunderbird, the finest of fine cars, the last word in Wish It Were Mine cars, the dream car of the wonderful new world of Fords.
The 1960 Thunderbird. Finally, the car everyone's been waiting to see. The new size Ford, the Falcon.
The Falcon, the new size Ford Falcon, you'll find that the new size Ford Falcon's the easiest car in the wide world to own.
Here's full comfort for 6 adults in a car that'll give you up to 30 miles a gallon. A new size car with a new size price. It's the easiest car in the world to own, the Ford Falcon. You can see these cars at your Ford dealer showroom now. The Falcon, the Thunderbird, and the 1960 Fords.
There's a big, wide, wonderful world of new Fords, newly proportioned for you, Fords. So beautiful, wonderful, beautiful, wonderful, beautiful, wonderful new world of Ford.
Here's one of 13 models of the new Ford, and they've all been tastefully restyled for 1966. This is the 7-liter, 2-door hardtop, which features front-wheel disc brakes and a new 428 cubic-inch engine. This sporty convertible displays some additional styling features. A distinctive front grille incorporates parking and turn signal lamps. And massive tail lights give the 1966 Fords strong rear-end identification.
Step into a totally new kind of Fairlane. Fairlane 66. Reinvented. Never before a Fairlane like this. For the first time, a Fairlane convertible GT model, packing a 389 cubic inch V8. Deep down, still Fairlane rugged, Fairlane reliable. But what a beautiful difference for 66. See all 13 reinvented Fairlanes, hardtops, convertibles, sedans, and wagons at your Ford dealers now.
Many worlds of total performance for 1965. And now let's take a look at the elegant world of Ford, as represented by this Ford. A Ford like no other Ford you've ever seen before. The most completely changed Ford in 15 years. From road to roof, from bumper to bumper, the epitome in luxury car styling, designed to give you more, much more of everything you look for when you buy a car. More glamour, comfort, luxury, convenience, performance, safety, dependability, economy. Take the ride, for example. Here at the ground where the ride starts, new, larger Thunderbird-size 15-inch wheels with new, low-profile tires cushion and quiet the ride, improve handling, cool the brakes, and lengthen tire life. Between the wheels, a new wide stance tread, wider than many luxury cars, stretching 62 inches from wheel to wheel, a full inch wider up front, 2 inches wider at the rear, providing substantially better stability on curves and corners. Add to this an all-new suspension system, designed up front to take the sting out of bumps by letting the wheels move backward a trifle as well as up and down. At the rear, a totally new suspension in which big, soft coil springs have nothing to do but act as cushions, softening the ride. While other components, new, larger shock absorbers, a transverse track bar, and the new, wider rear tread further help to control the ride and improve stability. And the frame is all new too, with 4 built-in torque boxes to trap and smother road shock, noise, and vibration before they can be transmitted to the body. All new body-to-frame attachments relocated at the points of least vibration are fully insulated by rubber. Rubber and more rubber. Highly absorbent butyl rubber. And as a final means of stifling vibration, wind, and road noise, there's a completely new, more rugged and rigidized body, utilizing vastly improved processes of sound insulation, wind, and leak sealing. All these innovations and improvements provide a solid, silent, luxury car ride that must be experienced to be believed. But ride is not the only story. If you want luxury car performance combined with economy, you've got the answer in Ford's new high-performing, durable 240 cubic inch 6. A 6 that features whisper-quiet hydraulic valve lifters and a crankshaft with 7 main bearings instead of 4 for smoother, quieter performance and greater durability. But you can get any type of performance you want, ranging from the 289 V8 up to the high-performance, proven in competition 427 V8. Inside all 65 Fords, more big changes that give you more luxury, glamour, comfort, and convenience. A stylish new 2-spoke steering wheel, smaller so it's easier to slide under and look over. A completely changed instrument panel with safety padded cluster hood as standard equipment, and a new swept-away design that provides 5 inches more knee room. And symbolic of the total change this car has undergone is this Ford First, reversible keys for the ignition and door and trunk locks. No matter which way you put them in, they're always right side up. On any of the 17 1965 Ford models, so much has been changed. There have been so many improvements in ride, handling, luxury, comfort, and convenience that a test drive is a must. The only way you can truly prove to yourself what is meant by Ford's new look of total performance for 1965.
A car that speaks for itself. The strongest, smoothest, steadiest car in its field. The new young idea in modern transportation. That's the solid, silent, super torque Ford for 64. This car was born in open competition, and its total performance proves it. It enjoys its work, this 1964 Ford, and the enjoyment is contagious from the moment you slip behind the wheel. Now, what is it about any 1964 Ford that makes it such a standout? Take a closer look. First of all, this is a new car, impressively new from stem to stern, with sheet metal sculpture to a degree never before used by Ford. Front, back, and sides, all new, fresh, exciting, inviting. A strong, massive new grille, new headlights and headlight bezels. Here is a car that's as exciting to drive as it is to look at. Did we say excitement? Here is where the glamour really is. Never before has this kind of beauty been attained in any car. Shell-molded pedestal bucket seats give the interior of the Ford Galaxy 500 XL an altogether new feeling of elegance, different from any car in the past. For all their sleek and lively good looks, these seats are actually far more comfortable than previous bucket seats. The seats are chair height. The tunnel is low. The seats, suspended as they are, provide much more footroom for rear seat passengers. There's lots of room to stretch out in. There is more room all around in the 64 Fords. The trunk is larger than last year's, with an increase in vertical height to take bulky loads easily. A Ford has the liveliest living room on the road, with all the convenience and styling anyone could ever ask for. Door panels and hardware have been restyled for 64 with functional innovations like this pistol grip door handle to set it apart from those of conventional design. In all 64 Fords, there's a fresh, modern, substantial look from high-styled fabrics and trim. The remote-controlled outside mirror is an option. And, of course, vent windows are crank-operated for your convenience. The 1964 instrument panel is designed with you in mind. The ignition is conveniently located to the right of the steering column. Instruments are easy to read and well shielded. The panel itself is low gloss, cutting down windshield reflection. The 1964 Ford Galaxy 500 four-door hardtop, sporting one of 3 distinct new roof lines for Fords this year. Now, for the first time in Ford history, a unique 4-door hardtop roof line that significantly distinguishes it from the other models in the line. An outstandingly beautiful look in 4-door hardtop styling that combines the racy appearance of the fastback with the convenience of 4 doors. Not to be outdone, the 2-door hardtops, such as this Ford Galaxy 500 XL Sports Coupe, boast the roofline with that swift, smooth scatback look that has set it years ahead in the styling race. This is fresh, modern design. Lively lines for lively people on the go. Modern design and all of the lively features you'll find in every new Ford for 1964. Another new styled Ford for 64, the Galaxy 500 4-door sedan, with the 3rd of 3 distinctive new rooflines for Fords this year. A clean new approach to the most copied roof styling in the industry. The new roofline design of the sedan gives you more headroom this year. And all the 64 Fords are measurably stronger, smoother, and steadier than anything else in their field. Ford's $10 million ride has been designed into the 64 line, too. Another year's experience and know-how has gone into the new suspension design since it was first introduced last year to give the 64 Ford a luxury car ride and luxury car feel, unlike that of any Ford before it. Adding to Ford's substantial look are its rugged bumpers, heavier than last year's. And the rear bumper has a heavy gauge steel reinforcing plate for extra strength and durability. A new Ford 3-speed Cruise-O-Matic transmission is available in all Fords equipped with a 223 cubic inch 6 or the 289 cubic inch V8 this year, giving trigger-like takeoffs second only to a 4-speed box. There's a choice of 5 transmissions altogether. In fact, this year, Ford offers such a wide choice of transmissions and engines that the discerning buyer can have virtually anything he wants. There are 5 engine sizes to choose from the 223 cubic inch mileage maker 6 for the economy-minded to the big high-performance package that set the racing world on its ear this past year, the 427 cubic inch V8, easily the hottest power plant available. Big on performance, easy on upkeep, With the exception of high-performance vehicles, the 1964 Ford features Ford-pioneered twice a year or every 6,000-mile maintenance. Other cars may need servicing every month or once every 1,000 miles. Not a 1964 Ford. With every Ford, it's 6,000 miles or 6 months between oil and oil filter changes, 24,000 miles or 2 years between front wheel bearing lubes, 36,000 miles or 3 years between carburetor air filter changes, and 36,000 miles, more than most people drive in over 3 years, between major chassis lubrication and fuel filter changes. There are more service savings from Ford's 66-plate long-life battery, from Ford's brakes, which adjust themselves automatically and stay adjusted for the life of the linings. There are service savings from Ford's factory-installed 2-year or 36,000-mile radiator coolant. Everything that's new in the 64 Ford cars is new here, too, in the 1964 Ford Squire, the champion of Ford's traditional wagon leadership. Young ideas, youthful spirit, handsome practicality, lively people, lively cars for 1964, silent, solid, super torque Fords for 64, unlike any Ford before them. Whichever one you like best, try total performance for a change, the 1964 Ford. Test drive one today.
Down there is the mighty Colorado River, carved out of granite. Until today, no other car had ever shot the Colorado Rapids. Now the strong, quiet 67 Ford makes history. This is the strongest Ford we've ever built. But after this savage pounding, will it still run quiet? Still quiet. Quieter because it's stronger. Stronger because it's better built. You're ahead in a Ford all the way.
This is Art Devlin at Lake Placid, New York, where a 67 Ford is just about ready to take off on this 40-meter Olympic ski jump. Watch. We want you to see just how strong, how quiet this Ford really is. This Ford is built to take it. It's the strongest Ford we've ever built. Jake, that was terrific. How was the Ford?
Real strong.
It sure looks great. Think you can do it again?
Why not? We'll try.
Okay. Now let's see if the Ford is still quiet. Still quiet. The 67 Ford, quieter because it's stronger. Stronger because it's better built.
The strong, quiet one accepts the challenge. Watch this unusual test of strength in the 67 Ford. They're off. These 8 bone-jarring steeplechase jumps will show you just how strong and how quiet the 67 Ford really is. 150 parts have been improved and proven for 1967. This is the strongest Ford we've ever built. And how's that for proof? Now, after this pounding, let's see if the solid, substantial 67 Ford is still quiet. Still quiet. Quieter because it's stronger. Stronger because it's better built. You're ahead in a Ford all the way. The Los Angeles Coliseum. Another test of the durability of the 67 Ford. Watch that again in slow motion. Now, let's try driving up the steps. This is not a specially built Ford. It was taken right off the showroom floor. But let's see if it's still quiet. Still quiet. Quieter because it's stronger. Stronger because it's better built.
Recently, we put some of our 67 Fords through several of the most unusual and rigorous tests ever devised. Regular showroom Fords were sent over bone-jarring jumps of a steeplechase course, down the jolting steps of the Los Angeles Coliseum, and back up again. And off the steep, icy ramp of a Lake Placid ski jump. Why did we put these Fords through these extraordinary tests? To prove to you that even under extreme conditions, your Ford has the built-in strength to take it and stay quiet. What does this quiet strength mean to you? It means that in everyday driving, your Ford is designed to handle the jolts, bumps, road hazards, potholes, rough wear and tear that can cause trouble in other cars. It means that your Ford is built to keep performing smoothly, quietly, quieter, because it's stronger.
This is the story of a fashion photographer who was always falling in love with his model. What? He loves a car? Not just any car, he's quick to point out. Just the Ford Galaxy, the car with the silver curve of success. The car with this one long, unbroken line of pure beauty that's elegantly, exclusively Ford. The windshield is larger. The hood slopes gracefully down so that you can see the road 4.5 feet closer to the car. What's more, only the Galaxy has this unique roof design. Slim and sculptured. It says unmistakably, Thunderbird. But there's an inside story to this romance, too. Look, this exclusive new pleated nylon upholstery, for instance. Underfoot, deep pile, wall-to-wall carpeting. In a Galaxy, fine car interiors are now within the reach of everyone. And of course, like all Fords, the Galaxy has many built-for-people comforts. Well, time passed. And our photographer? He still falls in love with all his models. All Galaxies, that is. But who doesn't? Note to Galaxy lovers and lovers of Galaxy lovers. Learn to share a new Ford Galaxy. It has plenty of luxury for two, and at a low Ford price. Ford. Ford. Best sellers in 1959. Best-selling 1960s, too. Ford, the world's most popular cars.
For as long as any of us can remember, the performance leader of the American road has been Ford. And now, Ford proudly presents the most exciting Ford of a lifetime, the Starliner. The Starliner, a car for those who want the ultimate in performance. Available in the Starliner is the Thunderbird Special V8 engine. Here's all the reserve power you'll ever need for safe, sure passing, plus extra responsiveness that makes the Starliner more fun to drive than any car you've ever driven before. The front tread is a full 5 feet wide, the same as the Thunderbird, for better cornering, better roadability. Rear leaf springs are extra long for a more stable ride. Brakes are 25% bigger, the biggest in the low-price field. You can identify the Starliner by its racy new swept-back roof, trademark of the performance car of 1960. The Starliner at your Ford dealers now.
Your evening to remember isn't over quite yet, for still to come is the luxury of your drive home. For your night of nights, your car of cars, a Galaxy by Ford. Galaxy, beautifully proportioned to the classic Ford look. You take pride in its Thunderbird heritage and the way every detail reflects your own good taste. Galaxy, so much a part of your own special way of life. And a special surprise was that this car you selected for its luxury is in the low-priced field. Galaxy by Ford. No trip to Rome is complete without a visit to the fountains of Villa d'Este. Tonight, the Renaissance splendor of Villa d'Este serves as a dazzling background for the car honored in Rome by an international fashion authority for its classic beauty, the 1961 Ford. Proportioned to the classic Ford look. The car honored for its styling in Rome, the 1961 Ford.
car. This is a very special car, a Ford Starliner. Beware, Tiger. It's standing still now, but it can spring to life in an instant. The owner is a man who lives for action and excitement, yet has a keen eye for beauty. Observe, the swept-back roof, swift and sleek, and the gracefully sloping hood are in perfect balance and proportion. The Starliner resembles no other car. There it sits on long sinewed springs that smooth the ground beneath and make its travels effortless. Look. Its stance is wide, a full 5 feet, like the Thunderbird. In motion, it is unswerving. It corners like a cat. It has brakes far bigger than other cars of its kind. Beneath your paws, the strength of many tigers lies in wait. There's a proud and mighty engine caged under there with a name that men respect. Thunderbird V8. Here's the mate to the Starliner, the Sunliner. A car that can lift its roof to let man be out in the open. Space, there's much of it. And seats softer than your bed of fern for man's comfort. These are the cars of men who live for action and excitement. The Starliner and Sunliner by Ford.